All right, turning our attention back to weather now, turning to the latest severe weather across the U.S. In fact, this weekend, more than 50 tornadoes were reported in the Midwest. Now, here in Texas, one hit the Gulf Coast. It damaged several homes and businesses. One person died and 11 others were hurt. About 40 people had to stay in a temporary shelter this weekend. Now, here in North Texas, we had scattered showers and a few thunderstorms around, but not nearly as many storm reports as they did in South Texas and across other parts of the country. So let's bring in meteorologist Marty Ruiz. Now, you're going to talk about just what we were dealing with and why we didn't see as much as some other parts of the country did.
Absolutely. And before we get to that, I do want to show you where we saw that tornado in Texas, and that was Laguna Heights. That was in Cameron County, which, if you're not familiar, that's really South Texas, really close to Brownsville. Of course, definitely something that we were watching over the weekend, because look at all of the reports. See how they really expanded. Central Texas saw all the flood reports, the green boxes that you see there, and even west of here, hail reports. But look at how North Texas is kind of in a big bubble. Even areas north of us saw some of that severe weather. The severe weather extended across our eastern counties, and then there was us, just a bubble of protection pretty much. And I'll get to why, but before I do that, I also want to show you how much rain we saw. The highest rain totals that we saw were across southeast Texas. In North Texas, this is about how much we saw over the last 48 hours. The highest totals were between Decatur and Gainesville. You can see the bright colors there between Mineola and Sulphur Springs. The Metroplex, once again, kind of in a bubble. And some of the totals up to about 1 inch in some locations across Dallas County. Some spots, of course, seeing heavier amounts, kind of depending on where we saw those strong storms kind of set themselves up. But some of the higher totals that I saw were between 3 and 4 inches between Mineola, Sulphur Springs, Decatur, and Gainesville. And areas southeast or southwest of the Metroplex didn't see all that much. Now, this is what happened. We had all of the ingredients there. We had the moisture, we had the instability, we even had some lift. Those are the 3 ingredients needed for thunderstorm production. But we also had sinking air. And sinking air, a lot of the time, is going to set up on outflows of previous storms. We saw storms Friday night. Some of those outflows kind of lingered and kind of just settled in North Texas. We had this cool, dry air sinking, and that really limited from any storm popping up and developing over North Texas. And that's exactly what we saw happen on Saturday. But of course, we saw a lot of that beneficial rain on Sunday.